Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, The Learning Path. This is Dr. B. Meena, Associate Professor, Head Department of Commerce and Vice Principal Shift 1 from Petition College of Arts and Science, Adyar, Chennai. In this video, you are going to learn about how to compute the corrected life assurance fund after adjusting certain incomes and expenses. Let me check the format. And this is the format how you will calculate the corrected life assurance fund. And the heading I showed here, statement showing corrected life assurance fund. And we have two columns, particulars and amounted column. And in a particulars column, I used to write what is the life assurance given as per the problem. That is the first item in my particulars. I'll write the respective amount which is given in the problem. Then I will look into the problem. What are the incomes and expenses which are all not yet adjusted in order to know the corrected life assurance fund. Let me check the samples of incomes and expenses that I showed in this slide. The items to be added along with the life assurance fund given in the problems are interest and dividend accrued on investment, bonus utilized in reduction of premium, outstanding premium, claims covered under reassurance or reinsurance claim recovered, claims of last year paid during this year, claims returned back, reinsurance recoveries. If you find these items in the problem, you must add along with the incorrect life assurance fund given in the problem and get the summation. From that summation, you need to deduct expenses of a problem which is given in the question. The other things are to be deducted: bonus utilized in reduction of premium, income tax or provision for tax, claims outstanding, bonus paid in cash, or any agent's commission to be paid, reinsurance premium, and claims intimated but not accepted, or claims intimated but not admitted. So these are the items to look like expenses for the insurance company. These are supposed to be deducted. Then we'll get one balance. That balance is called it as correct life assurance fund. Let me check one problem, how to calculate the correct life assurance fund. Look at this problem. LIC disclosed a fund of rupees 25 lakhs on 31/3/2006 before taking the following information into consideration. A claim of rupees 15,000 was intimated and admitted but not paid during the year. A claim of rupees 8,000 outstanding in the books for 8 years is returned back. Premium of rupees 1,000 is payable under reinsurance. Reinsurance recoveries 30,000. Bonus utilized in reduction of premium rupees 8,000. Agent's commission to be paid is 6,000. The question is pass journal entries for the above and recompute the life fund. The life fund given in this problem is incorrect life assurance fund because it doesn't take into account the following informations. It can be income or it can be expenses. We need to adjust those items either to add or deduct along with this incorrect life assurance fund. Then we'll come to know what is the correct life assurance fund. Then one more thing in this problem, they ask the journal entries. Let me check the next slide. Now look at the slide, how I prepared this solution. And I have three columns, particulars, amount, and amount. First, I return here life assurance fund. What is given in the problem? As per the problem, 25 lakhs. What is given in the problem? 25 lakhs. That same amount I return here. Then I should add the claims outstanding, reinsurance recoveries, and bonus utilized in reduction of premium. Bonus utilized in reduction of premium, why we are adding as well as deducting means it it will be a income, either a income or also a expenses. Because the real meaning, I already gave it in the previous slide. What is the real meaning of bonus utilized in reduction of premium? It can be income as well as expenses for the company. Because bonus can be paid in either in cash, or the policy holder will ask the insurance company to adjust in the payment of premium. So bonus can be income for the policy holder, and it can be expenses for the company. But the same bonus, if the policy holder is asking to adjust along with the payment of premiums, it can be again an income for the company. That's why we are adding and deducting. And then reinsurance recoveries are all claims, how the claims are going to collect by the company, that is given by the company. Okay. And then what are the claims outstanding? So these are things to be added. Then next is minus claims admitted, and then this claims outstanding is, what is that? Can you check this question? Claims of rupees 15,000 intimated and admitted but not paid during the year. Okay. And this claims is return back claims. So that's why we considered in this problem, what is that? 8,000 is a claim outstanding, which is given in the problem is return back. So all the return back claims, return back means it is no more expenses for the company. It is no more expenses for the company. That's why we are adding. Okay. And then reinsurance recoveries. Reinsurance recoveries means you are sharing a business with another insurance company. Actually, this is not your claim. We are paying to the policyholder, that is belong to the another insurance company. So it's look like a income for the company. So reinsurance recoveries. So bonus utilized reduction of premium. So all these three things to be added. Then the thing is, I want to highlight in this problem, in this calculation of life assurance fund, correct life assurance. If you assume it is an income, means after reading the items, it has to be added. In case if it is expenses for the life insurance company, it must be deducted, not to know the correct life assurance fund. Okay. So as per this problem, these three are all income for the insurance company. That's why I'm adding. And what are the expenses as per this problem is claims admitted, because the claims are going to pay by the insurance company. That's why I am deducting. And premium payable under reinsurance. Actually, the premium collected by our company, it's belong to the another insurance company. I already explained the previous video. What do you mean by reinsurance premium? So reinsurance premium is not actual income for this company. It belongs to another company. We need to give it to that company. So this premium payable under reinsurance is an expense for this company. That's where we are deducting. And then it's like reinsurance claims, how we are adding like that. Reinsurance premium must be deducted, and bonus utilized in reduction of premium must also again to be deducted. And whatever commission we pay to the agents, that is an expense for the company. So we need to deduct this expenses. So the thing is, I want to highlight, when you are calculating the correct life assurance fund, you need to look into the problem. If you, after reading the items, if you conclude yourself, some items can be expenses, some items can be income for the insurance company, all incomes must be added and all expenses must be deducted, not to know the correct life assurance fund. And next, the same problem, they ask you to pass the journal entries. So what are the journal entries? Now look at this. The very first entry I'm passed here is claims account debit to claims outstanding. This is for the first adjustment given in the problem. The first adjustment is, what is that? A claim of rupees 15,000 was intimated and admitted but not paid during the year. So it's an outstanding claims. So whenever you have a that is a transaction of outstanding claims, you need to, for that is, pass the journal entry as claims account debit to claims outstanding, being claims intimated and admitted but not yet paid. So post the respective amount. This is the entry will come whenever the claims outstanding. Okay. And whenever any claims were written back as per the second information, then the vice versa entry will come. Outstanding claims account debit to claims account, being claims outstanding written back. It is no more a expense for the company. It is going to be written back. So that situation, that time of transaction, we need to pass this journal entry. The third one is any reinsurance premium is given in the problem means you need to pass a journal entry. Premium account debit to outstanding premium account. In bracket, I mentioned reinsurance. And what is a reinsurance premium? You please put the amount 1,000 rupees as per this problem. I transacted here. And then next is any reinsurance claims given in the problem means then the journal entry will be outstanding debtors account debit to claims account, being claims receivable under reinsurance. Okay, so this is the thing I want to highlight. Whenever any reinsurance recoveries or reinsurance claims informations were given means you have to pass this journal entry. Outstanding debtors account debit to claims account. And in case of reinsurance premium means premium account debit to outstanding premium account, because this reinsurance premium is not an income for our company. It's an expense for our company. So that's why we are debiting the premium account debit. But this reinsurance claim is an actual income for the company. It does not belong to us. The another insurance company is going to pay the claim. So it can be it look like a income for our company. Next is bonus and reduction of premium. Whenever you have a bonus and reduction of premium, the entry will be bonus and reduction of premium account debit to premium account. The respective amount you need to transact here, being bonus utilized in reduction of premium. In case any commission that you are paying to your agents, then the journal entry will be commission account debit to outstanding commission account. So the general view I want to say, in case if it any item is an expenses means debit the respective expenses and you can write to outstanding commission or to outstanding premium like that. Okay, and then in case any incomes means then you can write like that. Any income means you can write like that, outstanding debtors account debit to claims account. So like that the journal entries will come. This kind of problems will be asked in part B in the university examination. Thanks for watching. See you again in next video.